Hello, and welcome to our program. This is the Porch Ideas Network with your host, Dave and Mary Morris.
Hi, I'm Dave.
And I'm Mary.
Welcome to our audio program featuring experts and fellow porch lovers who share tips for creating a fantastic porch and yard.
We are very excited to have you on our porch today, so let's get right to our topic.
Well, here we are this morning again, and we have a special guest with us on our porch, and we're very excited about this because we love this product.
Absolutely,
and we know
do.
Our site visitors and listeners will love it too, and get some new ideas for their porch or screen porch. So with us today is Kason Craven. He is the operations manager with DIY Easy Breeze, and we're just so glad he's here with us. And welcome to our show this morning, Kason.
Good morning, guys. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you're so welcome. Kason, can you just give us a little bit of a description of your company and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So our company is DIY Easy Breeze. DIY, of course, standing for do it yourself. We've worked with this type of window, the Easy Breeze window, for over a decade now, and for the better part of that decade, you could only purchase that window through like a local distributor, a local retailer. You need to hire a contractor, come out to the house, do some measurements, give you an estimate. They would install it. And we figured out, because of the ease of installation for this type of window, you didn't necessarily need to hire a contractor. If you were relatively comfortable with a hammer and a drill, you could just as easily put the windows in yourself and save a lot of money doing so. So the manufacturer of the windows offered us the opportunity to sell them directly to homeowners and everyday folks across the country under a DIY program. Works out really well for everybody. You know, the homeowner can save some costs and still get an enclosed porch and keep out all the pollen, the dust, the dirt, the wind, things of that nature.
Well, that's great. Very, very good. Yeah, it is a neat, innovative product that is easy to do. But also, if for folks who don't have that capability or unsure, because I've run into some people who really don't know which end of a hammer to use over time, they can also just get a local handy person or a contractor, someone locally to put them in, correct?
Absolutely. And what we do a lot of times is, because we sell these windows across the country, we've worked with a lot of handymen and contractors that actually get introduced to the product by the homeowner. The homeowner does some Googling and some research trying to find a solution to keep all the pollen off of their porch furniture. And they find us online, and then but you're right, they may not be comfortable, taking on that project. And because we've worked with so many contractors in various places, we can typically point folks in the right direction and recommend some professional installers that could do the installation portion of the project. But you're right, most handymen, any kind of contractor that has any kind of window experience would be very, very comfortable installing these windows for a homeowner.
Yeah, they really are easy to put up.
So could you just describe for our readers, when would you use these windows, and what does it do for a porch? What do the windows do?
So the Easy Breeze window system, it's a 3-season product. So there's actually no glass in the window at all. It's all made of a polyvinyl material. So it's soft to the touch. It kind of has a memory to it. You can press into that vinyl, and then you take your hand away, and the vinyl will come back to shape. Very, very, very durable. It originated in Florida on golf courses. Folks are tired of golf balls breaking their glass windows.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
interesting. That's interesting.
Wow.
I didn't know that. That's very good.
Yeah, and that's kind of where the idea came from. And this is going to withstand those impacts. Not just golf balls, but baseballs, rocks from the lawnmower, birds, anything that could run into the window. And it kind of grew from there. So what it does for your porch is, as opposed to just having screen out there, and that screen lets through dust and dirt, pollen season where we are in North Carolina is very, very heavy. and you can't use your porch when the weather is bad. When it's raining, the porch gets wet. You lose a lot of the usability of the porch. So this product lets you extend the life of the porch, use it more often, be out there and be comfortable even when the weather is not. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it really is a versatile product because, like I said, we're in Tennessee, so we get lots of pollen also.
Mm-hmm.
And for a lot of people that suffer from that, they can still enjoy the outdoors by using this window. And it's so easy to use because you can open it in different configurations, correct?
Exactly. Yeah. There's two main styles to this window, and the more popular of the two, and the original style is called the vertical 4-track window. When most people are searching for Easy Breeze or hear that term, that's the type of window they're picturing. It extends floor to ceiling, and it consists of 4 individual sashes or vents or panels, and each of those 4 sashes can raise up and down vertically on individual tracks. So when the weather is nasty outside, you can close this window completely and kind of keep that weather on the outdoors. And when the weather's nice, you can either lower all 4 sashes all the way down to the bottom. They'll stack one behind the next and let 75% of that opening, let the air flow through the screens. You can also raise them all the way to the top, stack them to the top, and they'll hang up there and let the air flow through the bottom portion of the window. So very versatile. It's a happy medium between a screen porch and a full-blown glass sunroom. It gives you more opportunity, more time to spend out on your porch.
And you don't have to store storm windows. So we had a screened-in porch where we had storm windows actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a mess because I always broke one of those windows. This is nice. It's all in one unit. You don't have to do that kind of thing. So anyone who has a porch or a covered deck per se can then convert that into this 3-season easily into this 3-season room. How basically would that work for someone?
So you're correct. Yeah, most of our folks, they have an existing covered either open air or screen porch. Just meaning that the roof is in place and you have a typical screen room out there or a screen porch. And the way that the process works for us, essentially everything that we make is custom made to fit their opening sizes. So the homeowner just needs to measure the width and the height of their openings, what's known as the rough opening from vertical post to the adjacent vertical post would be your width, and then from floor to ceiling would be your height. And then we'll make the window to fit that size. And that process, we've got a lot of walkthroughs on the website, step-by-step instructions, video tutorials showing exactly how to measure your openings properly. We give you a quote based on your sizes and quantities, and then when you're ready to order, we send you a confirmation that lets us both review and gives you another chance to kind of make sure that all your measurements are proper, your information is correct. Before anything goes into production, you get a chance to kind of approve that order. And then the actual manufacturing process only takes about 2 weeks. From the time you order to the time they ship, typically about 12 business days, 12 working days, and then a couple of days transportation time to get them delivered to you. So pretty quick turnaround.
Oh, that's great.
Very simple, straightforward process for them.
That's very good. Very good.
So, Kason, can you tell us a little bit about what are the color options that a homeowner could have for these windows?
Sure. So there are the frames of these windows are made of aluminum, and they are powder coated in one of 4 color options: white, a bronze, a beige, and what's known as a pebble khaki, which is kind of a adobe sandstone color. Examples of those are available on the website. No upcharge for changing a frame color. It can be any one of those 4. You can also opt to have a tint on the vinyl. If you get a lot of direct sunlight on that porch, it's facing the afternoon sun, it's harsh, and you're thinking about blinds or curtains out there to kind of cut down on some of that glare. You can simply put a tint on the vinyl. No charge to do that.
Oh,
and there's
great.
4 levels of intensity for that tint.
Huh, that's really nice.
It's very versatile for them.
Very, very good. And I forgot to ask you, we were just talking about framing, putting it within the frame of your porch and everything. What would be the kind of the maximum width? For instance, like I think our span right now on our porch between the framing is about 7.5 feet.
Okay.
So would I want to divide that up, or can I get a window that would expand that entire distance?
So on the vertical 4-track window, the maximum width available is 54 inches,
Okay.
right under 5 feet between posts. So if you wanted to keep that style, what we offer, and if you have a span wider than 54 inches, actually up to 72 inches, we can make what's known as a twin unit. Essentially, it is 2 vertical 4-track windows joined together at the manufacturer by what's known as a mold post, a 2-inch wide piece of metal, essentially, which acts as a support post between the 2 adjacent windows. So you wouldn't need necessarily to install your own post yourself. It would come with that post already built.
That's great. I didn't know that. That's a.
If you have an even wider span, say 7, 8 feet wide, then we recommend using the horizontal slider, which is the second style of window. Same material, or same materials make up that window as the vertical 4-track. It just operates horizontally, left and right. And they can be made up to 8 feet wide. So that's more of a, if you have a really wide span, you don't want to break it up with posts, or you don't have the post there already, the slider is a great way to fill in those widths.
Very good. Well, one thing that I'm really interested in, Kason, is how do you clean the vinyl windows? I'm trying to envision.
You have a lot of pollen. And
that, and how does it feel like when you clean it? Is it just like, cleaning glass, or are you kind of pressing out on it when you're cleaning it?
Sure. So cleaning, we recommend, because the whole idea is that these panels are going to block and keep out all the stuff you don't want on your porch.
Okay.
So, like pollen season, for example, you're leaving your windows up for those weeks that the pollen is blowing in, and of course you can rinse them off from outside with a hose. That'll help. But to really clean the windows, we recommend actually taking the panels out of the tracks. Okay. And each style of window, all of the panels, all of the sashes are completely removable. In fact, we have some folks that will take them out completely for a season and just essentially have their screen room back until they need to protect it against the weather.
Sure.
Pop their panels back in. But as far as cleaning them, because it is a vinyl, you don't want to use chemicals that have corrosive chemicals in them. So no ammonia, no bleach. So products like Windex that are great for glass are not good for the vinyl windows.
Oh, okay.
We recommend soap and water works fine. A mild detergent, like laundry detergent and water, works really well. And then, of course, we have a spray foam cleaner. And the special thing about it is that it's non-ammonia-aided. It's spray it on, wipe it off, and you're done. But as long as there's no bleach or ammonia in the product that you're using, you can't hurt them.
Now, you have some other options for, if I understand it right, that you can use these panels for, like on a garage or so. Can you give us some tips for that?
So the garage version is simply called the garage slider.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a good name.
And it does exactly that. It is basically, you take the whole span of your garage, typically they're about 16 feet wide, and you can enclose that with really as many panels as you want. But the standard is going to be 4 sliding sashes that would all stack to the left or stack to the right picture like a sliding glass door. One panel slides in front of the other, but you would slide that whole span open. It's great if you use your garage. If you want to keep your garage clean, you can still bring your vehicles in and out. There is a rounded threshold at the bottom so that the cars can drive in and out. If you use your garage more like a room, game room, extended living room, something like that, this way you can still get some airflow in there and keep it clean during that process.
Yeah, I know my father, years ago, my father and grandfather built screen panels that he put on front of the garage, with kind of barn door style to get cars in and out of. But yeah, a lot of people can use that as extra space, and that's a great way to use the panels. Yeah, sure.
I remember playing cards and games
Oh, yeah,
in the garage.
They made it an outdoor room, actually.
Right.
That's right.
So
That's right.
it was a nice way to do that and pretty cost effective to do for that too.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, since we mentioned costs, is how these compare to other types of enclosures.
In general, an Easy Breeze window is going to be about a third the cost of a glass window. So, and typically, you imagine most folks have more than one window
Sure.
on their porch. So the cost savings can be significant. We have a lot of folks that will, when they're kind of starting the process, they're thinking about closing on a porch, they may call a couple of local sunroom contractors to come out to the house, give them a quote. Most sunroom contractors are going to want to put in glass. There's just simply more money in it for them, but glass is more expensive.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Lots of times we have, what may be a $9,000 or $10,000 glass sunroom to enclose it with Easy Breeze is more $2,500, something in that range. So, and especially when you do it yourself, because you're also not paying the labor charge.
Definitely.
So, yeah, the cost, there's no standard sizes, so there are really no standard pricing. It's really going to be based on your specific sizes and quantities and options. But most rooms, an average room size, 12 by 14, handful of windows and a door, is going to be in that $2,500 and $3,000 kind of range.
Very good. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's very, very affordable.
Excellent.
For
Well,
most people. So
it sounds like a really good solution for making your porch more of a 3-season porch and keeping out, like you said, all the dust and the pollen, and being able to sit on your porch when it's raining or windy.
yeah, because we get lots of questions about wind. People
Oh,
say I
my
can't put anything on
gosh.
my porch because it's too windy. So this would be a great option.
And also
for
it
us.
gets too dirty.
Too dirty.
Too
Yeah,
dirty.
that's right. We get that a lot too. I can't put anything on my porch; it's too dirty. So.
Yeah, you have a screen porch. Why have a screen porch if you can't use it?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
That's kind of the whole idea. Is you've got this space in your home that you're never using because you don't feel like cleaning it all the time, or it's raining, or it's gross outside. This is a way for you to get out there more, use it more. We of course, I'm biased, but we have a Easy Breeze room on our house, and ever since we put it in, that's where we eat dinner. We have we eat out on the porch.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah,
That's
it's
the
good.
best. We are really so happy that you spoke with us today and shared with our listeners all about the Easy Breeze windows and how they can make their porch even that much better and have more time on their porch. So why don't you tell us just a little bit about how to contact your company and how they can get in touch with you?
Sure. Well, a great way to find us is on Front Porch Ideas and More.
Thank you.
You can find us through there. But our website is DIYEasyBreeze.com. If you just Google DIY Easy Breeze, you'll find us. We are here 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Eastern. If it's after hours, you can go on the website and contact us via email. The best way to kind of get started is really to call me. If you're brand new to the idea, if you need some kind of direction, some general tips as you're kind of in the planning stages of the porch, that's what I do all day long. So,
Okay.
And tell our listeners what your number is, please.
So our toll-free number is 855-777-9987.
Very good. Very good. Well, thank you so much
thank you very much for
coming
joining
on our
us.
porch today, Kason, and we wish you a good day, and we hope to speak with you again soon.
Thank you, Mary and Dave. It was a lot of fun.
Oh,
All right,
you're
thanks.
so welcome.
Today's show was brought to you by porchideas.com, and we hope you stop by to get ideas for designing, building, and decorating your porch.
You have been listening to the Porch Ideas Network. We invite you to subscribe to our podcast to get creative and innovative ideas for your porch and yard.